Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you some easy ways to play 1-6-2-5 turnarounds. The 1-6-2-5 is almost as common as the 2-5-1, so learning it and learning the easy ways to play it is going to unlock the chords inside of a lot of changes for a ton of standards. Most importantly, it's the first step in learning rhythm changes. There's two different positions, one starting on the big E and one starting on the A string, and those are probably the most common places to play it. So we're going to do our examples in C. So the 1 is a C, the 6 is an A, but we're going to get that A right here. The 2, 1, 2, is going to be D, and 3, 4, 5, the 5 is G. So the first really common way to play it is like this. I'm playing a 7th chord with a regular 9 in it, but you can actually play any altered dominant because it's just a 2-5-1 in there. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. So for the G, for the 5, it's safe to play any altered dominant chord that you would play for the 5 in a 2-5-1. So you could just do a regular 7th chord. You could do a sharp 9 or a flat 9. There's a sharp 9. Flat 9. Just a regular 9th chord. So starting the 1 on the big E string and then moving up to get your 6th and then back to your 2, 5, 1. That's probably the most common way to play it. The other way is starting on the A string. So starting on the A string, you're going to get your C for the 1 right there. The 6th is an A minor. You get that right here. 2, D minor, 5, G7, back to 1. That. So the G chord is a functional dominant, and that means you can use any cool substitutions you know over it. I'll put a card up here with a link to chord substitution videos. So you could use a regular 7th chord. You could use a 13 chord. You could use something more spicy like a sharp 5. You can use any altered G7 chord that you like there. The purpose of that is always to get voice leading. So you shouldn't just be playing a random altered dominant chord. You should play one that has an extension that creates voice leading or works with the melody. So one example of that is, I don't know if you'd call it voice leading because it's not really a melody, it's just going to be inside of the chord progression. So you can do that by playing a D minor 9 and a G13. See, watch. So be mindful with your chord substitutions. The idea is to create a cool sound and not just play a weird chord. A great example of this is my favorite altered G7 chord is this flat 9 chord. If I just throw it in there, it almost sounds random. Now if I hang on it, because it's the very end of the song, and then resolve back to C real slow, really cool. So let's go over what we've got so far. And the same thing, but starting on the A string. Now you can combine these two, so you don't have to stay in this position or be in this position. You don't have to do that. So you can start on this C chord right here and then come down to the 6. You could jump up for the 2-5-1. could even do it with regular old open chords. C, A minor, D minor, G. C, A minor, D minor, G7. So a good way to practice this is start with the first shape. And then incorporate getting the 6 here. And then play the second shape that starts on the A string. That's a good way to think about it because it kind of allows you to link everything up. So those are probably the most common ways to play your basic 1-6-2-5 turnarounds using standard shell voicings. Go ahead and subscribe because I have a few more videos about the 1-6-2-5 turnarounds coming up. First, we got to talk about playing a dominant for the 6th instead of a minor chord. So that'll probably be the next one. And then after that, we need to talk about chord substitutions. And then I also want to share some easy ways to get a walking bass line for your 1-6-2-5 turnarounds. I'm not like a walking bass expert or anything, but I have a few little tricks that work for me that are especially easy to apply on a 1-6-2-5. So those are the videos that are coming up related to this. So hopefully this unlocks the basic 1-6-2-5 turnarounds for you. They are like one of the key elements of so many standards. So once you start to hear the sound of the 1-6-2-5 and you get used to the chords and the patterns on the neck, you'll start to identify it in all sorts of music as you're learning. So I'm glad to finally get this lesson out because it's a really important topic. The 1-6-2-5 turnaround is important like the 2-5-1 is. It's one of the founding pieces of all of jazz music. Anyway, thanks so much for learning guitar with me. I just really love talking about this stuff. So if I can get anybody out there to listen to me, I'll just keep on going. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you don't already. I'm Birdsnake. Thanks for watching.